Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to another playthrough of Through the Ages using the replay feature. Today we're going to take a look at a recent async game I played. So we can load in and have a quick look at the leaders and wonders. So we have Library, we have Roman roads, Hammurabi's in, Sun Tzu is also there, Cleopatra, Nostradamus, one military dot of all of these, and that's Max. Meiji, ocean liner is quite important to keep in mind. Bach is there, but there is no Marlene, Gandhi, Bill Gates, very strong age 3 leader. We have International Red Cross. There is no Manhattan Project, and yeah, I think with that we can have a look. So I take library. It seemed pretty strong. Um, or the, yeah, it was kind of between library and Roman roads. I went library, um, and yeah, I'm expecting Sun Tzu and Roman roads here. So yeah, he goes with that. So I'll be able. I have Cleopatra now available for one, and I can also leave Engineering Genius on the 2 civil action space, and get my first lab built, given Cleopatra's bonus. And there's an early Himeji, so I think my plan here is to build one stage, and I'll be able to finish that next turn, get my mine built, and I'll still be able to get Himeji. Nothing surprising there. We get another 2 rock. So yeah, just as planned, finish library and get Himeji under construction. So he gets 1 stage of Roman roads, irrigation, which is nice because Nostradamus will fall to 1, and I'll also be able to get Engineering Genius for 1 as well. So I get 1 stage of Meiji built using the last resource from Cleopatra. So really maximised the use of her. So he goes with Saladin and builds another warrior. He still hasn't got Roman roads completed yet. So we do each lose 1. I get Himeji finished with Engineering Genius and Swordsman and Urban Growth. I took Urban Growth because Theocracy wasn't really appealing, despite the amount of science I have. And I think Urban Growth is probably better than Reserves given my low number of civil actions. So Reign of Terror is a good draw as Nostradamus, given his boost for determining the weakest player. So not much there, so we definitely have a surplus of science here, so I'll be looking to take Monarchy, I think. So he wins Immigration. Yeah, I go with Monarchy. It allows me to build the 3rd lab and a Religion just to get the other happy face. I know I'll be able to get Iron next turn. Sadly, New Deposits came out a little bit too early. So he goes with Forbidden City. Pretty good wonder when you're stuck on 4 civil actions. Reign of Terror seeded by me, so that hits him. I upgrade all 3 to get out of Corruption here. Unfortunately, that leaves Code of Laws on 1, but hopefully he won't take it, which he doesn't. Which is good for us, given he has a lot of science and so do we. So we're looking for a good way to spend that science. Getting the 6 civil action is really helpful as well. So he gets Republic and Nobel. So I'll have a choice now with whatever leaders are left. I think Bach and Gaudi are in there. So I probably prefer Bach given I have drama. Um, but Gaudi is also pretty good. And yeah, is a very good draw for us here, the Classic Army, given we just taken Cavalrymen for 2. We kind of needed to take Cavalrymen for 2, I thought, otherwise we might lose it. That doesn't really impact anyone. Yeah, I took, unfortunately here, so he doesn't have any farm tech upgraded. I skipped on irrigation, so I felt like 3 civil actions for selective breeding. It was kind of a must pick. Otherwise, I would have just been crippled in terms of population until Ocean Liner came out. Unfortunately, doing that and upgrading both means I miss out on Bach, but Gaudi is also there, which, you know, given my current setup, is actually not too bad. It's actually pretty good. So I was happy enough to make that trade-off, skipping on Bach in favour of Gaudi. I knew I could defend here given Nostradamus' bonus, which is why I was okay with just increasing food production. So he has a lot of civil actions and able to take a lot of cards now. So luckily Good Harvest comes out just after I've upgraded all my farms. And yeah, I didn't really, I wanted these cards, so I took 2 corruption there. I didn't really feel like I needed much more rock, so I didn't bid too much on that, and I was happy to see a little bit of a strength decrease from him. So now with Gaudi, I have access to team swords here as well. You get fast, which is quite a good deal for us. Plenty of ways to spend rock. So I build that last cannon just to get into the 2 corruption rather than having 4. And then yeah, keeping access to these techs for H3 tactics. So cannon is quite important. He straight up finishes Eiffel Tower, so he's now up to 38. We are still decent advantage. I build another drama just to get another happy face, and then upgrade my science. So I'm actually looking pretty good now in terms of culture production, science, food, and we're tied on resource production. So I think, you know, if I can keep up in strength, we're in pretty good shape. And given I have a pop ready to go and Classic Army still in hand, it looks like a pretty good position to be in. So he tries another aggression, and like he wastes both of his military actions on that. But yeah, then he starts going for culture. I think basically to try and bridge the gap that we've built up already. Given his poor food situation, it will be difficult to do that, but yeah. So I start pressuring strength a little bit. I was okay with not building another drama here, given I'll have the discontent worker. And Mandela is right there, so he would be quite good for us. Good transition, given he would increase our civil actions, and we also have team swords already in hand. So yeah, I think that was the plan there, is just to leave 1 discontent worker and get Mandela on next turn. So he goes with multimedia, disbands a lab to do that. There is Bill Gates, but I think my plan here is just to go for Mandela. develop the team sports before electing Mandela. They get endowment mainly to deny it from him. Um, we do have a war now, so he goes immediately for Mecca, which is his biggest issue at the moment. He doesn't have enough, well, he will have enough science with Rev Idea for Air Forces, so he is protected there. I have quite good, or very good science built up, so I am able to go straight for democracy and still have enough for military theory and Air Forces, given I have the Rev Idea in hand. I take fast food chains because I don't think internet will be as good. Fast food chains is quite good for him, I think. Um, and yeah, it was really to deny him. I should be able to finish it if I want to. But the alternative as well is, given his low military actions, I can just decide to go for war, depending on what he does on this turn. Like if he develops techs that like movies or something like that, and then can't build or can't get out Air Forces on the following turn, probably might make sense to go for a war, given I already have military theory, and I think Air Forces is still in the deck. He has one, and then internet wasn't looking overly appealing, so yeah, I decided to take that. It was quite expensive to take for 5 civil actions, but so it looks like he's going to go all out for culture, which he does. He does have 12 science for the Air Forces, but I think given his lack of military actions, it made sense to go for the war. And yeah, building another drama just to increase the culture. I also get the Nobel Prize because I developed 2 techs. So he gets to destroy one of mine, and yeah, he can build one Air Force. And no, I did sacrifice the Wonder to go for this war. But yeah, I think it paid off. No change there. Yeah, just denying him any access to cards, and he couldn't have developed them anyway. So he's back up at 165 against 203 after the war and his final turn, so he is quite far ahead in terms of culture production, but my total culture is quite quite a big advantage. He ceded that, obviously, which brings him a little bit closer. His military actions kind of hurt him there. And yeah, there wasn't too many events seeded, given I went for the war in the end. So yeah, I was able to win that. In terms of the production charts then, science seemed pretty even throughout. Not really much between us there. Food, I kind of pulled away quite a bit with selective breeding. He did eventually get mechanized agriculture. Resources, he actually produced quite a bit more than me over the course of the game, probably around here. But yeah, that's it for this game, I think. If you have any comments or thoughts or questions, let me know in the comments section. But otherwise, I'll call it a day. Thanks for joining. Hope you can join again next time.